Hello, come in.
Hi,
Hi.
Dr. Nish. How are you doing?
I'm good. How
Dan
are you?
McCoy.
Nice to meet you.
Can I sit down?
Yes, please do.
Okay. Well, thank you for giving me this opportunity to come talk to you today. Obviously, we're going to be going over Treximet, like we talked about on the phone.
Okay.
I've got a pamphlet here for you that kind of describes a couple things, and then inside is my business card. So you take a look at that. And do you mind if I take notes while we
Yes, please do.
talk here? So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask you a couple questions, see how you respond, and then I'm going to see if you have any problems or concerns with what you're currently prescribing. Then I'm going to tell you a little bit about my company and what Treximet does and what it is, and then if you have any questions, I'll answer those, and then I'll get out of your hair here.
Okay.
So, first thing I'd like to ask is how often do you prescribe migraine medication?
Usually my patients, they come in and they tell me that they're experiencing migraine. So I just tell them to take it as soon as a migraine sets in. So they take it as soon as it comes in. And then about 25% of my patients take migraine medicine.
So about 25%.
Yeah.
And then are you, and more importantly, your patients happy with the results of your current migraine medication, or is there anything that you don't like?
For the most part, they're pretty happy with the medication.
Okay. And then are there any problems that you're experiencing with your current migraine medications that you're prescribing?
The only problem that they have is like the medications sometimes don't work for all the patients, so I'd have to like switch them over to, if they're taking Imitrex, I'd switch them over to Maxates and so forth.
Okay. And is price a big concern for your patients, or when it comes to migraine medications are expensive? Are they kind of just, it doesn't really matter to them?
Yeah, it's a very big concern for them.
Okay.
The migraine medicine is very expensive, so they are concerned about it.
All right. And if one of your customers were to complain about his or her migraine medication, what would you do about that?
I would switch them over to a different medication. So if they don't like the side effects or anything with Imitrex, I would switch them over to Maxelt, and same with the
Okay.
Maxelt.
And does the high price of migraine medications make you hesitate on prescribing the migraine medication? Do you try to prescribe something less expensive first and then move them into an actual migraine medication?
It depends, because if they're experiencing a migraine and it's like really intense pain with them, I don't really hesitant about the price because it's what's going to help them the best. But it is very expensive and it's very hard on them to take it. So I do sometimes try to ease them into something smaller and then get higher up.
Okay. And if I told you that Treximet was actually a little bit better than Imitrex and actually a little less expensive, would that be something that you would be interested in?
Yeah, that would be great. I'd like to hear about that.
Okay. So a little bit about my company then, Smith. We've been around actually since 1830 when John K. Smith opened his first store. So we've been in the business for quite a while. There's been a couple mergers, in order for us to get Glaxo and Klein added to the name. But we've been around for quite a while. This new medicine that we came out with, Treximet, it's very similar to Imitrex, but it's added on another medicine. So it's got 85 milligrams of the sumatriptan that is found in Imitrex, which stops the migraine pain, and then we added 500 milligrams of the naproxen sodium, which helps kind of ease the pain that you experience from a migraine. So it's kind of got both in one, and it's the only medicine out there right now that currently combines both of those.
Oh, okay, sounds good.
And then as for side effects, the side effects are going to be very similar to Imitrex. They're going to be a little bit better than Maxalt. There's not quite as many harsh side effects as Maxalt, but they're very similar to Imitrex. And like I said, this is the only medicine right now that's using both of those to combat a migraine.
Okay, that sounds good.
So, do you have any questions for me?
Yeah, I do actually. I have a couple
Okay.
concerns. As I said before, like price is a very big concern. So is Treximet a lot cheaper than Imitrex, or?
Yeah, actually, so average for Imitrex is usually about $345 for the 9 pills.
Okay.
Treximet's going to be about $267 for the 9 pills. So you're really saving like $78
Okay.
usually. And then when your customers first start using Treximet, they can go on our website and there's a $50 rebate that they can use. So I mean that would be like $130 savings
Okay, so you
for the
just go on the
customer.
Treximet website and
Yeah,
they can
just
say,
Treximet,
okay,
www.treximet.com. And actually, the website's pretty cool. There's a couple things on the website. There's like my migraine coach, and it might be something that your patients want to check out, even if they're not going to use Treximet. They can kind of track their migraines and learn about migraines a little bit. So it's kind of a cool interactive website.
okay,
And they're coming out with on the website. It's being worked on currently, but they're coming out with like a migraine community where you can see testimonials of other people that have used this medicine and stuff like that,
okay,
so they can get a better kind of understanding of what Treximet is.
okay. Is there a generic form of Treximet? Because I know there is one of Imitrex.
There's not. There's
There isn't?
currently
Okay.
not one. But like I said, this is the only medicine that does combine both of those right now.
Okay, okay. And I have another question.
Sure.
What are the long-term, is there anything long-term health problems that would happen if they were to switch over from Treximet or to Imitrex or?
No, they can switch over. There's not like a waiting time or anything. I mean, you shouldn't take. You obviously know they shouldn't take the medicines within 24 hours of each other. But as long as they wait that 24-hour period, they can switch over to Treximet right away. It's not a problem
Okay,
for them.
good.
So from what we've talked about so far, is Treximet kind of sounding like something that you might want to
Yeah, it's
start
sounding
prescribing?
really good.
Yeah. Okay. And then, like you said, with the side effects, yeah, Maxalt does have some pretty harsh side effects, and Treximet's going to be a little better than that. So
Okay.
it's going to be
It
like I
has
said, very similar to
less,
Amitrax.
it's similar but less than the max out.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good.
And then I know, like your practice, you have a really good reputation. I actually know someone who comes here. Her name's Lindsay, and she really likes your likes your practice. So
Okay.
she had a lot of good things to say. But I know that your reputation, is important to you, and I really think that Treximet, adding Treximet to your arsenal of migraine medications is going to help.
Okay, yeah, because I
Help your
really am
customers.
concerned about my patients and making sure that they are getting the best medications and that they continue coming to me because they trust what I have to say about the medications.
Okay. Well, I brought some sample pills here of Treximet. So I know cost is obviously a factor with your clientele, but there's 20 pills in here. So if you have some people that are kind of not liking what they have now, or
Okay.
it's not really working for them, you can definitely give them these. And if that's something that they like, maybe you could start prescribing that for them.
Okay, yeah.
So I'm gonna leave these with you if that's all right.
Yes.
And then if you need anything else from me, you have my card. But is there any other questions that you had or concerns you have about Treximet?
No, not at all. I think
No.
that it sounds really good and that I will be giving it to the people that don't really work well with Imitrex and have them try that out and see if it works better with them. And then if it does, I will prescribe it to them.
Okay. All right. Well, if that's all you have, then that's all I've got for you. So, like I said, I'll leave that with
Okay.
you. If you have any other questions, you've got my card.
Okay.
So I look forward to talking to you in the future.
Sounds great.
All right,
Thank
thanks.
you.
Looks nice.